Yo, I got a question for you. Remember Pokemon Smile? Yeah, the weird spin-off game in which you just brush your teeth. What? I'm still gonna enjoy it. Well, the only reason I even remembered this game exists was because my sleep paralysis demon talked to me about it, you know? And that made me realize that there are a lot of weird spin-off Pokemon games. I am talking about you in specific. That deserve attention. So today, I'll be ranking and playing all of these games. Starting with Pokemon Smile. Solid C-tier game, honestly. I mean, you get cool selfies with Pokemon hats. It's pretty charming. Speaking of charm, what about the first ever spin-off games the Pokemon Company released? Pokemon Pinball. This game was a good reality check. I mean, it's cool. It's still Pokemon. But it's just pinball, like it doesn't really have anything good going for it. Maybe I shouldn't expect that much out of a game named Pokemon Pinball, you know? We back for round 2, baby! Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire released 4 years after the original game. And honestly, it's kinda the same game. I mean, the game looks better, and the team this time is the Hone region. One of my favorites, by the way. But gameplay wise, nothing really changed, which is kinda disappointing. Next, let's talk about Pokemon Snap. It's like going on a safari, but instead of seeing a cool lion, there's a chance you run into a mug. Jokes aside though, when I grew up I never actually played this game before, so when I played this for this video, I was actually kinda surprised that this game held up to my expectations. Like, the internet just loves hyping up old games from the childhood, and then when you play them, they end up sucking sometimes. But this really isn't the case here. It's just a simple and fun taking pictures of Pokemon with the goal of taking the best possible ones, and I can see how you could play this game for hours. Which I don't have time for, so let's talk about Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is one of those games I really like to play, but never play. It's a MOBA game like League of Legends, but for people that actually value their happiness. You get to play as your Pokemon and collect orbs to dunk in someone else's base. The game also has a bunch of skins for Pokemon which I just love, man, like the Firefighter skin for Blastoise, and it's so good! I'd actually strongly recommend this game and give it a strong A. I just really like it. Just like Pokemon Duel, a fun mobile game that I love to play. Well, used to love. It was a mobile game where you'd collect Pokemon like chess pieces. And just, I don't know. Well, since most people won't be able to play it anymore, it's gonna be like an if you know situation. And I'ma rank it a B. It's a gacha, and gacha is bad for you, you know? Anyways, look at my Pokemon Masters account. Listen, I know I just said gacha is bad, but like, come on. It's Pokemon. Don't act like you wouldn't spend money to see your favorite trainer in a fancy suit. Well, Pokemon Masters EX is another mobile gacha in which you collect trainers instead of Pokemon. Now to get to feel what the Pokemon normally feel like. You got fan favorites like Red, who actually talks in this game. I love that guy. And leave me alone! The gameplay really isn't anything special in this case. You just click what attack you want your trainer to use in real time, and that's kinda it. I definitely think the big selling point is the collecting part, but I'll give the game a solid B, because the collecting sure is fun, I can't even hate. Pokemon Quest! It's basically what the fuck is this? Pokemon meets Minecraft? I mean like, I've played this game before when it first released, but like, it's so forgettable, I don't even remember anything about playing it. Maybe looking at the gameplay will refresh my memory though. I'm good. The next subject of my terror is Pokemon Cafe Remix! But before that, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Our goal is to hit 1000 subs before the end of the year, and with your help, I really think we could do that. Moving on, so you're telling me I'm playing a game on my Switch and I cannot use Joy-Cons. Damn. At the end of the day, I'm just playing a mobile game, I guess. So in this game, you're an owner of a cafe, and you make Pokemon coffee and other drinks that you'd get at a cafe. You drag around Pokemon that work at your cafe, their icons, to complete an order, and honestly, although the game might not be it for me, I think it's pretty cool. The artwork for everything also looks amazing, like, God! I really like when the Pokemon Company makes silly games like this. It's a solid B. It's just really fun. Unlike Pokemon Picross. Now, why is Pokemon Picross no fun, you might ask? Well, I don't know how to play fucking Picross, and the game being Japan only doesn't help. With all due respect, I don't speak Japanese, and had a horrible experience as a result. Solid E tier. What's up? More puzzle games? Fuck. The Pokemon Company decided that it would be fun to make a bunch of puzzle games, so let's go buy all of them. Pokemon Puzzle League. C. It's a very simple puzzle game, similar to Tetris, and I don't like this one. I don't know, karaoke beating my ass just didn't do it for me. Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, same gameplay. Looks a bit better, still got my ass beat on normal difficulty. C. Pokemon Trose. Wait, what the hell was this? Oh, another Tetris-like game. C. Pokemon Trose got a sequel too? Pokemon Battle Trose is the same game without the 3DS. C. Another fucking Pokemon Picross, stop! Well, at least this one is in English. C. Is that all the puzzle games? For fuck's sake. Pokemon Shovel is the last one and it's also a Tetris-like game. But I actually used to play this one a lot when I was younger, so I'm a little biased. C. Do you know about Pokemon Rumble? Of course you do, right? I mean, Pokemon Rumble was just that series when I was a kid. You mashed the A button with Chibi Robot Toy Pokemon. Wait, why is this not as fun as I remember? The Pokemon Rumble series has 5 games, but the last one isn't available anymore. And Pokemon Rumble U, the 3rd game in the series, apparently is the worst selling Pokemon game of all time. Why is it the worst selling? What even is going on? So basically, all the Pokemon Rumble games are like this. You go on to explore, get new Pokemon, and at the end, you fight a Battle Royale. It's pretty simple, but Pokemon Rumble U only has the Battle Royale, which makes it bad. The original Pokemon Rumble game and Pokemon Rumble Blast are basically the exploring and the Battle Royale, and Pokemon Rumble World has microtransactions, which makes it bad. Some of these games are better than others, so I'll probably rank them like this. Well, we've been going at it for a while, so I think it might be time for the big guns. The games everybody talks about when speaking of spin-off games. Pokemon! Ranger, you thought I'd say Mystery Dungeon? Come on, we'll get to that later. But first, for this special series, we're ditching the traditional Pokemon gameplay for something way more difficult. Drawing circles. That's right, a step above pressing the A button. Pokemon Ranger was a series of games for the DS, and of course the Pokemon Company couldn't resist giving us touchscreen controls. But honestly, this series isn't even that bad. Believe it or not, the Pokemon Ranger series is about, you know, being a Pokemon Ranger. You capture Pokemon by spinning circles, and yeah, that's basically the basic gist of the gameplay. Sadly enough, the stories of the game aren't that gripping to me. The original Pokemon Ranger was about your character stopping a group named the Goroquats that want to capture the legendary dogs using the Super Styler. They want to use the dogs to destroy and attack everybody, then stop the dogs and then act like heroes or something. Honestly, it's not even that bad of a plan. The issue is that they're idiots and I'm, you know, that guy, so I stopped them. Then we have the second game, Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. And this game adds a lot of Pokemon from the Sinnoh region, which is very cool. And the gameplay is mostly the same. I mean, it gets a little bit deeper, but the game is still baby easy. This game's plot starts us out at the ranger school, and this time our enemy is Dim Sum. Yeah, I'm serious, it's not the food. Anyways, the story is alright. Basically, we rank up from ranger to top ranger, collect some special shards. This guy named Blake or something, some Darkrai, and he stands no chance, and blah 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 blah. Of course, I'm kinda giving a shitty explanation, leaving out a lot of the game, which can be interesting from time to time, but it just be like that. And then you have Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. This game just stinks. The first 2 games had a whole story plot with some kinda interesting characters and evil villains, but this game just has people stealing Pokemon, and you stop them. And that's it! It's kinda lame in my opinion. There's no way this series sold well. What? I'm done with this series, give me a good spin-off game please. Thank you! Falcon Tournament DX is easily top 3 spin-off games. Yes, I said it, but put this in A tier. This is a game for real man, woman, non-binary, transgender, motherfucker, it's for everyone. Just watch this intro clip real quick. Oh my god! Falcon Tournament is a fighting game, and boy, I love fighting games. It's a 3D game featuring a sick roster of Pokemon like Lucario, Charizard, Decidueye, Croagunk, and it's actually very unique. The game has 2 phases, the field phase and the duel phase. During the field phase, the game feels way more like an arena fighter, kinda similar to ARMS, and during the duel phase, it's just straight up attacking shit like yeah. It's kinda sad to see that this game never got that popular. Nintendo wasn't really doing any marketing when this game released on the Wii U, and we all know about. And I really wish this game could get a proper sequel, now that fighting games are growing and growing. Well, want to talk about a series that's not going because there are no new games? Pokey Park! I actually love Pokey Park 2. The first one, never played it before, so let's start by playing that one. So in the first one, Pikachu and friends are just chilling and oh, there goes Pikachu. They end up in a park. A Pokey Park! Mew tells Pikachu that an object named the Sky Prism got shattered, and if Pikachu doesn't collect all the pieces, the Sky Pavilion falls on the park and everybody dies. Dude, that's kinda dark for a Pokemon game. The park is pretty big with lots of cool areas filled with Pokemon, and honestly, it all looks really cool. You make friends, and boom, you're suddenly at the final boss. Oh, there's no final boss. You just become friends with Mew, play some mini games, and that's the end. That shit sucks. Pokey Park 2! This is the game I used to love as a kid though. And I'm glad to say that this game does have a final boss. But first, the game starts with the legendary Pokemon of Gen 5 telling us that everything is gonna come to ruin unless Pikachu saves everybody. Let's play Chase first. I'm kinda glad this game actually has like bad guys. They kidnapped us, sent us to the Shadow Realm. The game, sadly enough, is kind of the same gameplay wise. You have your areas, mini games, make friends. Wow, how original. Daring today, are we? Wanna talk about how the original Poké Park had 14 mini games and Poké Park 2 only 4? Yeah, this kinda stinks. Anyways, we spin back on Darkrai, boom, I think we saved Poké Park. At least this game had a final boss and I can't believe one of my favorite childhood games turned out to be bad. Cool, another bad game. Pokémon Dash for the Nintendo DS is another game that actually kinda sucks. But all of the internet already hates on it, so I'm gonna be different today. I'm going to talk about the good in this game, although there's not that much. So, Pokémon Dash was a game for the DS. That's a good thing. Play as Pikachu and participate in races. On my way to become the new Pokémon Usain Bolt, you enter competitions and they are pretty easy. Controls though? You just swipe your stylus on the bottom screen to run. Yeah, I give up. And now, it is time for another random section. Pokémon Art Academy. This game is meant to teach you how to master art. You can become one of the Twitter artists that draws Art34 right after an announcement trailer. That honestly requires some skill. But yeah, this game gives you lessons so you can be the very best artiste. So it's a B, it's a charming little silly game. Pokemon Dream Radar. You know when you got like a 3DS, you have that game where you look at those balloons? This is basically that game with catching Pokemon. C tier. Pokemon Go. Do I really have to explain what this game is? Everybody knows Pokemon Go. Even my grandma does. 2016 Pokemon Go would have been a current like A tier. Like right now Pokemon Go is a B. It definitely fell off. It's not the same. It's not as magical as it used to be. Detective Pikachu. I like this movie. And I'll be honest, I haven't played the game. Look, playing all these games just gets tiring, man. Gladly we're at the last series, the finale. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Now I'll be honest, don't hate me for this, but I don't like the series. Listen, wait with the pitchforks, just hear me out. It's not the story, okay? The story is good for all that I know of. I like all of the stories. I just don't like the gameplay. Look, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has like 5 games and I don't like the gameplay for any. I'm not gonna like this series, I'm sorry. Although I've tried to like it, I just can't. The monster houses are funny though, but I can't rate any game of this series higher than a B, I'm sorry. And that was it. I know I haven't done some series like Colosseum and stuff, but those games just aren't weird enough. They play like normal Pokemon games. Maybe I'll do something with those games in the future, I don't know yet, but I'd like to thank you for watching. Making this video really was like out of my comfort zone and it took super long to make, bro. And I'd like to thank you for even clicking this video. Maybe like and subscribe if you made it to the end, and I'll see you all later.